Hey folks, welcome back to the homestead. Today I'm going to talk about kind of work I've been doing with my TYM tractor here. Kind of a review of the type of work I've been doing. Uh, got several things I'm going to talk about. In case you don't know, I've had this. We bought this brand new for about 9 months ago, and this is kind of a 9 month review. I did a 6 month review on some of the stuff I liked and didn't like. So I'll probably do another review in another 3 months because we got our big garden season's coming up and our big hay season's coming up, and I plan to use this and all that. So I'm kind of going to talk about what I've been using it for here lately, and kind of different work and attachments I've used and how I like it and everything. And stay tuned to the end of the video, and I'll talk about the one mistake I made when I bought this that I wish I'd done that I didn't do. So let's get into it. And so the first thing we'll talk about is how it handles this bush hog. And I made a couple of videos of me using it and my wife using it, and she really likes it, the tractor part. And now this is a 6-foot medium duty bush hog or brush cutter, whatever area of the country you're in. And I bought this used on my John Deere. I've got a John Deere 55 horse utility tractor. That's probably the main tractor here. But I bought this hoping it would work, so I wouldn't have to buy another bush hog, and it pulls it fine. I mean, it does a great job. I had no problems with it at all, and I got some video of me using it, my wife using it, and I'll go ahead and play that now. So you can see how good it handles that, and of course I went up with a bigger horsepower, and I'll talk about that in a minute, but this does great with it. I didn't think I would like the hydrostatic, but it's alright. You know, it's got a cruise control feature, so if I'm we're mowing out in the big fields, we put it on the cruise control and just go. So it's really pretty nice to mow with. So that's the thing we've been using it mostly. It's the bush hog right now, and of course when the season's getting ready to change, and we just about got everything done that we wanted to get done, cleaning up. So we'll just transition into gardening, and I've got some big plans for this, and I'll show you that in a later video when we get to it. And then we got hay season coming up, so I'm going to use this in the hay field. So, but as far as this handling this bush hog, it does great. The one thing I don't like when I talked about in my 6-month review is the lift mechanism goes up and down too quick. It's kind of hard to adjust, but I will say once you get to where you want it, it will not move. I mean, it does great. It'll sit there for days. I mean, I don't think it's moved not 1 inch. You know, once you get it set up, if you had to come back the next day and mow. So it's really done a great job. So that's the first thing we're going to talk about, the bush hog part of it, and it does really good. I really like it. I also use this loader a ton, and this thing right here is a workhorse. The lift capacity of this front end loader is probably the best of any compact tractor you can find. We've carried mulch with it, pulled poles, old poles out with it. Good Lord, I dug bushes up with it. It pulled them poles out like it was nothing. And of course the bucket's not quite as big as like my John Deere, but it haul mulch and everything around. So I really like the front end loader, and it really comes in handy with that hydrostatic transmission. If you're going to do a lot of front end loader, it's pay the money and get the hydrostatic. So that front end loader is amazing. The capacity on it is amazing. Capacity on the lift on the back is amazing too. But I really like that. I got some video of us pulling some mow poles out of their new nursery, and I want to show you that now. And them things were sunk pretty deep, and they just jerked them up like it's nothing. So I'm gonna put that in there now. So I've also used this with a cutting hard in the garden, and it was really wet, and it just pulled it like it was nothing. I think I kept it in two-wheel drive. I mean, it just pulled it through like it was nothing. I thought it would really struggle with it being so wet. I pulled it through there to break up at a biodegradable mulch, and it did great. So I'm going to show you that footage in case you don't remember it. I'm going to play it now. So overall, I'm really pleased with this tractor. It's been a game changer on our farm. Like the other day, we renovated our pasture down here, and I had my John Deere doing something. I had this one doing something, and cut the time in half. So, and we saved up for this tractor. I'm not affiliated with TYM in any way, so we saved up and bought this tractor as a supplement to our other tractor, and it's something my wife can drive easily. So, a hydrostatic makes a difference, and I didn't much care for the hydrostatic at first because it's kind of loud, but it's really quieting down now, and it's done really good. It's real quiet. I love the engine. The engine is smooth. He starts right up. Even when it was really cold this past winter, let it sit there for a second, hit that glow plug, boom, fired right up, and never had any problems with it this winter at all. But I like the engine, the way it fires up and the way it sounds, and it's quiet. We got the roll bar bent down right now because we've had it in the high tunnels working. It does really good in there too. It's easier to get around than the big tractor. Big tractor, I've actually hit a couple poles in there trying to do some stuff in there. This one goes in there fine. It's still tall, so we had to bend that down or take it down, and I just haven't moved it back up yet. So, I mean, it works great in that. I'm really happy with it. The one mistake I made that I wish I hadn't made, or I wish I'd thought of, was I wish I'd got these tires ballasted. That means put the fluid in them. It gives it a little more weight when you do some front end loader work. And when I take it in to have it serviced, I think there's I can't remember if it's a 50 or 75 hour service. I'll have to look. But the dealer, I think you're supposed to do it to something about your warranty. They got to do something to the axle or something. So I might take it in and have them do that, and I'll have that ballast put in the tire. So that's really the only mistake I made. Now this is a TYM 4815H. I've told the store several times. I went down there to get the 25H, and they had a 35H, was only like $700 or $800 more. Then they had this 48, which was only $700 more. So I ended up getting in. It's a 48 horsepower, and I'm glad. I mean, get the biggest horsepower you can afford, and this hit our max, so I went and bought it, and I'm glad I did because it runs all my implements. I don't have to buy double implements. It's stout as all get out. I'm not kidding. I'm not just saying that because I bought it, and if you know me, I even got a John Deere hat on, or a John Deere dealer hat on. I'm a John Deere guy, and I mean, I tried to buy John Deere, and could never get to the price. I mean, this tractor and a John Deere would cost you $45,000 at least, and I've got this at a pretty good deal. I gave like 26 for it. So, when you're poor, I mean, you got to do what you got to do. So that's why we got this one. But like I said, I've mowed with it, I've pulled with it, I've tilled the gardens up with it. So. And probably this week, depending on the weather, we're going to hit the big gardens hard. So you'll be seeing this and that, and another 3 months we'll do a review, and 1 year review, and we'll see how we rock it then. If we still like it, we'll keep it. If we don't, we'll sell it and get something else. So far I like it. Hope you liked the video. If you're thinking about buying a TYM or any compact tractor, hope this was a help. I've got a playlist I'll play that I showed all the different ones I looked at that was available in my area, and while we chose this. So I'll hit that playlist right over here. If you have any questions about it, just shoot me an email. You can leave a comment, and I'll try to answer any questions, or if I left something out like I usually do, you can just ask me about it, because I mean, I just kind of go off the cuff. Don't really have any script or anything, so just kind of talk about what's on my mind about it, and that's what I like about this. So this does some really good tractor work. And I was a little bit apprehensive about buying a, this is a Korean tractor. It's kind of a middle of the road brand. You got, people say you got John Deere, Kubota, and then you got these TYM, Cody, and maybe I used to say Branson, but they bought Branson out. I like the Massey Ferguson pretty well, and I like the Cody really well, and you just can't beat this for the horsepower for this money. For this tractor, you just can't beat it. Hopefully this was a help. If you have any questions, leave a comment. I answer all comments. I answer all emails. Hit that subscribe button. I've got a playlist somewhere, probably 2 places. Give us a thumbs up. Support your local farmer, and we'll see you down here in the farm in the next video.